for convening today's hearing. I want to thank each of our witnesses for joining us here today, especially with all of the weather and everything going on. Happy that you can be here with us. Across the country, small businesses are struggling to find workers with the skills they need, while too many young people are questioning whether a traditional four-year degree is the only path to economic prosperity. Last December, 1/3 of small business owners reported job openings they could not fill. At the same time, student loan debt is rising, and recent college graduates are experiencing higher unemployment rates than the broader workforce. We must build better bridges between education and the workforce, which we've heard today on this panel. In my district, we see this both as a challenge and an opportunity. Institutions like Essex County College and Newark Vocational High School are working to empower students. They're helping young people earn industry certifications and hands-on technical skills that align with businesses' needs. At the same time, initiatives like the Urban League of Essex County's Micro Enterprise and Skilled Trades Training Center show how partnerships between industry and educators can create pipelines into high-demand careers. This strengthens vocational opportunities in our community. These programs show that when we invest in practical pathways, we prepare students for well-paying jobs, and we ensure that small businesses have the talent they need to compete. With that, I have one question for Mr. Borant. Participation in career and technical education programs have remained largely flat for years, and instructor shortages continue to limit expansion in high-demand fields. From your perspective, what federal policy changes would most effectively expand high-quality CTE pathways and better connect people to apprenticeships and employment opportunities?
That's a great question, Congresswoman.
It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful.
And I appreciate the question because we just have underinvested in CTE and apprenticeships. It was laid out earlier that we have 50% cuts in CTE since 1980. When we look at registered apprenticeship, for every dollar we invest in higher education, we're spending $1,000. Or for every dollar we invest in apprenticeships, we're spending $1,000 on higher education. So there's a huge disparity. Since 2016, we want to thank the Congress for investing in registered apprenticeship. Prior to 2016, the Office of Apprenticeship had absolutely $0. Well, when I started there to invest in companies and intermediaries and in the trades. Today we're at $285 million, still kind of a fraction in comparison to the $27 billion or more that we spend on higher education. So critically important that we continue to think about modernizing apprenticeships, making them easier for small businesses to start, cutting red tape and some of the paperwork, as well as speeding the amount of time that it can take for those programs to get approved.
Thank you so much for that. And just in a small amount of time that I have left, I would love for each witness, if they can, I know many of you have talked about this a little bit, what strategies should Congress support to improve early awareness for these types of non-four-year college pathways?
One, setting the tone. Again, I hear, and I outlaw it in my office, local control. But local control from the state down to the school districts. Most of the school districts we talk to, and we have 150 partners, and we've got 300 school districts, so we're on our way to getting 100% saturation in terms of participation in CT. But most of those school districts are looking for direction. They're looking for direction from the Department of Ed. They're looking for direction out of Washington, D.C. So I would suggest to you, don't be afraid to set the tone, because I can promise you, especially in rural America, they're looking for direction, they're looking for help, and you as the policymakers here in Washington, D.C. can set that tone.
Thank you. With that, I'm running out of time, but I will say thank you each for all of your, expertise that you shared up here today. I'm a true supporter of skilled trades. I used to work in a school district as a personnel director, and I know how important skilled trades is, and I wish we can have more dollars, more funding to be able to support such. And if I could do it all over again, I would have been an electrician for sure. Okay? Thank you. With that, I yield back, Chairman.
That's your new nickname, the electrician. With that, the gentlelady yields back, and I recognize Mr. Downing from the great state of Montana for 5 minutes.